This week on Sport Fishing, we have something a little bit different. We're going to go lobster fishing in two different locations. We're going to start off in Long Beach and go lobster fishing inside the harbor. And then later, we're going to go to Catalina, where we're going to fish very deep, 300 feet, to get a bunch of really big ones. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport.
Oh, no wonder it was so heavy.
I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
That's a nice vermilion right there.
Yeah!
This is what fishing's like.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life. Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
John's bringing up the first hoop net of the night. Hopefully we're gonna get some. Any color? Yeah. All right, there's the first one. Yeah. Now we gotta check and see if he's legal. Looks close.
He's gonna be a little short there.
First one's a little short. All right, John, how was that?
That was good. That was really cool.
All right,
Right
cool.
on, right on.
All right, first one goes back.
What?
There you go. Oh, a hero. There's a legal.
Take a picture.
There's a legal.
Take a picture. That's number 6 right there.
Okay, this is George. He got the first lobster of the night aboard the Triton we're on today. We're fishing the Long Beach area. I'm pretty sure this lobster will be gone for Christmas.
We'll
Good.
wrap it up.
All right, good job.
All right.
The
camera, guys.
We're going to take a little break from the action here aboard the Triton and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear we're using for tonight's lobster trip. Good job, man.
Cool.
This week in the tackle box, we want to talk to you a little bit about the gear we're using for today's lobster fishing. Standing with me is Steve from Promar. Hey, Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for having us.
So what's the gear that we got?
So we're going to start talking about the Ambush, the original Ambush. This is a 32-inch hoop net, and this is our new Ambush XL. This is a 36-inch hoop net. This is the biggest hoop net that the DFW allows for fishermen to use.
Okay. And you can tell the difference in the store by the color?
Yeah, exactly. So the original Ambush has a black bridle, and the new Ambush has the very bright blue bridle. So it's really easy for people to distinguish the difference in them.
And what other gear should they have with them?
So let's go over some of the basics. So this is your float that you'll see out there floating, and it marks your hoop nets when they're in the water. And you definitely want to have this. This will let you know where your buoy is or your hoop net is at all times, and it also allows for other people on boats to see your nets and not run over your lines.
Right.
And then this is our seal-proof bait cage. This deters any seals from getting into your hoop nets and tearing out, your bait and scaring away any lobsters that may be around. And then the last thing that I want to talk about as far as rigging goes is going to be your rope. You want to use something that's strong enough to pull your hoop nets if they get caught on the bottom, something that won't rip, or if the current's really ripping, that your hoop net's not going to get pushed away or leave the spot that you set it in. You don't want to lose a hoop net, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then as far as seeing your float, Promar offers two styles of LED lights that are battery powered, so you can use them multiple times. They last about 100 hours, I believe, and they're very bright. And when the light goes out, the stick will actually glow. Right. So you're safe either way. If the battery dies or if you have the light on, you'll be able to see where your buoy is.
That's one of the most frustrating things out there when I'm out there lobster fishing, is guys will have their hoop nets out there and they're a buoy out there to float, but with no light on.
Right, yeah, I know. You run it over, you get it caught on your prop, and then you're done for the night. You have to get towed in.
Yeah, and if you're close to rocks, it gets really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the last thing I wanted to mention are the gloves. A lot of people don't like using gloves, but there's people that absolutely need gloves because if it's a cold night, your hand starts getting cold and they start hurting after you start pulling those hoops. So Promar has a variety of types of gloves, but the ones that we just came out with, which are the GL400s, these are really nice because they're waterproof and they have fleece inside, which keep your hands nice and warm. And I mean, when you're out there and on a cold night, you definitely want to have nice warm hands to work with.
Cool. All right, well, thanks again.
Yeah, no problem, Dan. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. Well, welcome back. We're still out here aboard the Triton, and we hit that one area, that first area, and I think we had about 5 or 6 or 8 nets there. And now we've dropped the nets in a new area, so we traveled over to this spot, different part of Long Beach Harbor, and we're trying to see if there's any lobsters here. So I'm first up, and we're gonna do it. So it doesn't matter how big of a vessel you have, the limit of hoop nets in the water is 10, and the limit that you can have on a vessel is 10. If you're by yourself, you can only have 5. So here we go, right here, here's the hoop net. All right, my turn. So you don't have to be very fast, you just can't stop. See if I'm gonna be, nothing. I didn't get anything. All right, well, let's try the next person. Let's see who's up.
That's determination right there.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's determination.
Here it comes. You going in there?
Okay, here's a moment of truth. We gotta check.
Oh, please don't go. Oh, I think you passed.
Legal! There's a lobster. That one looks legal.
That one, hopefully.
Yeah,
He's good.
he's legal.
Okay, there you go. Also, when you hold them, you want to grab right here and here. The antenna connects pretty tall. Hold it here and grab it.
Legal! Here's Jose with his legal lobster. Congratulations, man. How did it feel?
Good, first time. Good.
All right, good. Good job.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Right here.
We did okay fishing inside Long Beach Harbor, but now we're headed to Catalina and we switched boats. Now we're aboard the Gale Force and we're going to be fishing very deep, see if we can get some really big lobsters. We're looking for lots of volume and lots of big lobsters, so let's see what happens.
Okay, guys, what we're doing now is Captain Joel here is finding his positions, and we got a deckhand up on the bow with all the hoops, and he's throwing them over. We're fishing in deep, deep water tonight. So he's gonna get ready. He's gonna toss one over here. It's like Deadliest Catch with all the traps marked. You know.
No, I have to do it because it gets really difficult.
Okay, this is the first hoop net of the night, and this hoop net was down over 300 feet, and there's Catalina. You barely see the lights. There's a camp out there. So this is James. We went to high school together, and he was one of the dummies that signed up to come do this. Pull lobster traps down 300 feet. Can't stop. Once you stop, they stop, they jump right out. Yes. Oh yeah, I see color. There's color. Oh, there's lobsters in there. We got lobsters in there. I see lobsters. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, James, how'd it feel?
Time.
Here's your first 2.
Yay.
Only need 5 more.
We're at Kathleen Island here fishing with Dan this evening, guys, for lobster. We got Bill here pulling. Fishing relatively deep. He's got a lot of work here. He's getting there. He's within the last 100 feet or so. So stand by and see what he's got. Hopefully there's something in there.
A nice, pretty healthy one. Maurice is not having a fun time.
Use your whole body. You gotta use
Use-
your whole body.
It's not just your arms. Use your legs.
Oh, there's lobsters.
Oh, lobsters! I hear them kicking.
Oh, that's why it was so heavy. What?
Oh, no wonder it was so heavy. I think we should drop all of them right here.
I don't know about all of them. Drop that one.
I think you got your limit on that
You
one.
need to do it for a minute, Dan. We'll let it sink in.
He got his limit in 1 drop. And thank God he got his limit in 1 drop because I'm not sure he can walk to the stern. This one feels heavier than the last one, so hopefully there's some lobsters in here. Oh, it's empty. That's a nice empty sound. That's a whole limit. 7 lobsters, 1 hoop net, 1 drop. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, we're gonna take a little break from the action, show you how to cook up these beautiful lobsters. When we return, we'll be back here on the Gale Force at Kathleen Island. Woo! This week in the galley, we're in West Los Angeles, right across the street from the Improv on Melrose at the Red O Restaurant. And standing next to me is the head chef here, Chef Anthony. Thanks for inviting us over, man.
No worries, no worries.
And Chef Anthony reached out to us. We put a post on our Facebook page looking for some chefs to do cooking segments for us. And he was kind enough to help us out. And what do you have in store for us, Chef?
Today we're going to be doing our lobster dish that we have here at the restaurant. We have a West Coast lobster. We're going to bring it out. First, because the shell's nice and hard, right? So we want to pierce through the skin, crack it all the way down, flip it around, and we're going to do back the same thing. So you get 2 halves nice set there. We're going to pull out the lobster from the shell. Okay, see a nice little color there. You can do that to both. And we're gonna hit it with olive oil and salt. So from here, we'll lay it down right onto the grill. Okay, so from here, we're gonna saute our white Mexican rice with a fennel broth that we make here in-house. So it's basically water with fennel seed that we saute and a little bit of cilantro as well. We blend that together and create this broth. Now once we blend it together, we definitely strain it so that the seeds aren't incorporated too much into the liquid. We went ahead and roasted a little while ago fennel and knob onions. So knob onions are larger Mexican onions that we use here in the restaurant. So once we get that nice and brown, we let it sit aside, heat it up again right before we knock out the dish. While that's working, I'll go ahead and grab the lobster tail, just because it's a little bit thicker. We'll go ahead and get them nicely set here on the sizzle plates. As you can see, you get nice good grill marks on them. All right. Then from here, we'll go straight into the oven so they can finish and cook all the way through. I know I said all the way through, but same with fish and lobster and seafood like that. We like to make sure that we still work with the medium consistency. You don't want to have dry lobster tails. You don't want to have dry shrimp. It all goes hand in hand the same way you would cook a medium rare steak. We're going to pull out the lobster. Check the doneness. That looks nice. We're going to start off by building the plate with the rice with the fennel broth. There's a nice good layer of it right in the center of the plate. We're layering the lobster right onto the dish. Okay, got a nice good build right into the center. Then we'll go ahead and we'll layer our fennel and roasted onions around the dish. And then we finish it off with a tahini butter sauce. So basically it's a citrus butter sauce that we finish the dish off with. This is our purple watercress and our fennel fronds and our lime garlic dressing. Give it a good toss. Always seasoned. Good toss together. And we finish it off right in the center of the dish. There you go. Sexy lobster and rice.
All right, I gotta try this out. This looks so good. I always love lobster, but that sauce you had on that butter sauce, what exactly is in that?
So we use Tajín salt. So in Mexico, it's like a citrus salt that they make. So we get heavy cream and butter, combine them together, and then finish it off with Tajín salt on top.
And I guess this is a signature dish here at the Red O restaurant?
Definitely is.
Yeah, this is really good. Thank you, Chef Anthony.
Thanks for coming by.
It's really good. We're at the Red O restaurant on Melrose here in West LA. Beautiful dish. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. So we're in 300 feet of water. You got all of this rope down there, plus there's 10 pounds of lead in every hoop net because of the current. So it's a lot of weight to lift up from the bottom. Getting close now. Seals. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
3 lobsters.
Can you grab that crate over there, guys?
Three lobsters.
All right.
All right. Loopy's been with us on a lot of trips before, mainly calico bass fishing, yellowtail fishing. Are you gonna come back lobster fishing?
I think so. I'll see you, bye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only need one more for a limit. There you go, Loop. Show the camera. Turn it down. Here's Loopy with his 6 lobsters. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Dan.
Certainly one of the more popular animals that people like to see when they come to the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium are the California spiny lobster. You may notice that these don't have the big claws you find in the supermarket lobsters that people buy. These guys are bottom feeders and they're kind of scavengers, grabbing anything they can. During the night, these are more active predators. During the day, they're in their crevices amongst the rocks and hidden.
You're sweating. This is the fun part. You can't even talk. Don't worry, we have a nurse inside the galley with oxygen. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I see some lobster eagles.
At least 3.
Yeah.
There, turn around. Turn around the camera. Get the crate.
Stop real quick. Another empty one. Stop pulling.
Stop. Oh! I think you're limited out.
Hope so.
Look at that. One pull, one limit, he's done.
I hope so.
One and done. Okay, we're gonna drop this trap right back in the same spot. This is Cynthia. She's out here for her first lobster hooping trip. And, oh, it's taking line off her hands.
Yeah, you gotta tighten your drag now.
Gotta hold on. Turn the other way. There you go. There you go.
That's good. Just let it go.
Okay.
It's empty.
Oh, I hear him.
kidding me.
Let go real quick.
You hear that?
Oh!
He said it was empty.
I thought you were gonna cry.
I was.
Is this another
You
limit?
guys want to hold that up? That's a big.
There you go. Here's Cynthia, her very first time lobster fishing, and she got her limit in one hoop net. How's it feel?
Awesome.
All right, congratulations. Okay, hold on. All right. 3 legals.
Yes.
3 nice ones. 1, 2, 3 nice ones, man. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
Nice job.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, we're going to take a little break from the action here, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. Looks really good. Just lots and lots of lobster. Just amazing. For this week's tip of the week, we're fishing 300 feet of water, and the big tip is fishing that deep, you have to add lead or weight inside your hoop net. Some of the hoop nets we're using today have 10 pounds, some have 15 pounds of lead in it. So it's really important that you have that lead in there. And if you have that lead, you have a chance at 300 feet to get lobsters like we did today. And here's a couple of lobsters we got here, just nice quality lobsters. Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.